Hello everybody, Eamon Plays here. In today's video, I'll be talking about Minecraft 1.19, the Wild update. Now I've taken time to go through every single feature, from big to small. Before starting this video, please make sure you like and subscribe. I've got tons of great videos on the way. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is the ally. Now the ally is a pretty cool mob. If you give an ally an item, like for example this netherite sword, it'll start singing out drop versions of that same item. Allies can be found surrounding pillager outposts. Allies can also be found inside jail cells and woodland mansions. Next thing I want to talk about is the frog. Frogs come in 3 different variants: temperate, cold, and warm. The frog's variant depends on the temperature, where it turned from a tadpole to a frog. Frogs can also be bred using slime balls. Next up, we have the tadpole. After 24,000 ticks, that is 20 minutes in real life, a tadpole will become a frog. Tadpoles can also be held in water buckets. If a tadpole is on land, it panics and pathfinds to a nearby water source. Also, if there are axolotls nearby, it panics. Next up, we have the Warden. The Warden only spawns in the deep dark biome when too many Sculk shriekers are activated. To spawn the Warden, you must step on the Sculk shriekers at least 4 or more times. The Warden is also the first fully blind mob. Because it is blind, it stumbles as it walks. It also has a sense of smell, so it can detect and pathfind toward the general location of a player or mob. It also listens to all vibrations within a 16 block radius. Next up, we have Frogolite. There are 3 different variants of Frogolite: ochre, verdant, and pearlescent. The variant that is dropped depends on the frog that eats the magma cube. Pearlescent is dropped if a warm frog eats the magma cube, a verdant is dropped if a cold frog eats the magma cube, and an ochre is dropped if a tempered frog eats the magma cube. Next up, we have mangrove leaves. Mangrove leaves are generated as a part of mangrove trees, which can be found in mangrove swamps. Next up, we have mangrove logs. Mangrove logs are generated as a part of mangrove trees, which can be found in mangrove swamps. Then we have mangrove planks. Mangrove planks can be crafted by using only 1 mangrove log. Mangrove planks can also be used to craft stairs, buttons, slabs, pressure plates, fences, trapdoors, and doors. Next up, we have the mangrove propagule. The mangrove propagule will grow into a mangrove tree after 30 minutes of being planted. After that, we have mangrove roots. Mangrove roots are a decorative block that can be waterlogged. Then we have mud. Mud is a block that can be found in swamp biomes. Next up, we have mud bricks. Mud bricks can be crafted using only 4-pack mud. Mud bricks can also be used to craft mud brick slabs, stairs, and walls. Then we have packed mud. Packed mud can be crafted using only 1 mud and 1 wheat. Next, we have Reinforced Deepslate. Reinforced Deepslate is only found in the ancient cities. It is also unobtainable in survival mode. After that, we have Sculk. Sculk only generates in the deep dark biomes and drops only experience when broken with Silk Touch. It also grows underneath mob corpses around Sculk Catalyst. Next, we have Sculk Catalyst. Sculk Catalyst only generates in the deep dark biome and drops only experience when broken without Silk Touch. It also spreads Sculk wherever a nearby mob dies. Then we have the Sculk Shrieker. The Sculk Shrieker only generates in the deep dark biome and it has the ability to shrink, emitting ring-like particles. Naturally generated Sculk Shriekers have the ability to summon a Warden from the ground if activated too many times. After that, we have the Sculk Vein. Sculk Vein only generates in the deep dark biome and it drops nothing without Silk Touch. Next, we have Frog Spawn, which is laid by frogs when they're bred with slime balls. It is also unobtainable in survival mode. After that, we have Echo Shards. Echo Shards can be found in loot chests of the ancient cities. Then we have the Goat Horn. The Goat Horn drops when a goat rams a tree or any hard block that occurs naturally where goats spawn. It has 8 different variants: Ponder, Sing, Seek, Feel, Admire, Call, Yearn, and Resist. After that, we have the Recovery Compass. The Recovery Compass is a new compass that points to the last place where the player died. The Recovery Compass can be crafted with 1 compass surrounded by 8 Echo Shards. Next, we have the Disc Fragment. The Disc Fragment is a fragment of Music Disc 5 which can be crafted into the disc. The disc can only be obtained from chests in the ancient cities. Next, we have Music Disc 5. Music Disc 5 by Sam and Aber can be crafted using 9 disc fragments. that we have the boat with chest. The boat with chest comes in all wood plank variants and only a single player can ride in it. Then we have Swift Sneak. Swift Sneak allows the player to walk faster while sneaking. It can only be found in the ancient cities and it has a total of 3 levels, and it is only available for leggings. Next, we have the Deep Dark Biome. The Deep Dark is an overworld biome that generates deep underground beneath areas with low erosion value, such as a mountain peak or plateau. The biome is dimly lit. There's almost no glow legend, with the only natural light source being Sculk catalyst and lava, as well as soul fire and lanterns in the ancient cities. This biome is often covered in large patches of Sculk blocks surrounded by Sculk sensors, which include Sculk-related blocks such as Sculk Shriekers, Sculk Sensors, and Sculk Catalyst. No mobs spawn in this biome, but if a player triggers a Sculk Shrieker a certain amount of times, the Warden may appear, giving the player the darkness effect. This is the only biome where ancient cities can generate. Other structures that can be found in the Deep Dark include dungeons, strongholds, and amethyst geodes. Then we have the Ancient City. The Ancient City features a very large palace that stretches throughout a deep dark biome. The palace is made up of long corridors with some rugs made of blue, light blue, and cyan wool or carpet floors to prevent vibrations, as well as some smaller ruins off to the side of the main corridors, which contain between 1 to 2 loot chests. The city has statues, and the center features a frame resembling a warden's head, where there are reinforced deepslate blocks, which is an unobtainable material in survival mode, and other unique blocks such as soul lanterns and candles, as well as different forms of deepslate and Sculk can be found here. The loot in the chest includes several useful items for exploring the ancient city, such as snowballs and the Swift Sneak enchantment, as well as items that can't be found anywhere else, such as echo shards. Lastly, we have the Mangrove Swamp. The Mangrove Swamp is a variant of the swamp biome that generates in warmer regions, usually next to jungles and deserts. The foliage in this biome is very dense, featuring plenty of mangrove trees which vary a lot in height. The floor is mainly composed of mud blocks with occasional grass patches. That is all for today's video, guys. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot.